Okay, we have motor and reproducer tests again on the Blues Fake Snakeskin 101. I built this machine, I'm gonna say 5-6 months ago. That was high summer, it was 90 degrees, everything worked perfectly. However, when I tried to play it when it was 45 degrees, the spring proved to be not up to the task. It just would not provide the power to spin it properly. We had wandering, a speed and all this other stuff going on. So I had to put a new spring in it, which I have done. And I borrowed this came without a reproducer originally because a lot of these had those pot metal reproducers and they just did not hold up. So I had to source an all brass HMV reproducer from UK eBay. And that's been rebuilt and put on here. Well, I had one on here before. I borrowed it for another machine, and then I rebuilt another one for this machine. And now I've been testing it probably about 15, 20 records already. Anyway, this morning we're going to do Nobody Lied by the Virginians. I forget what's on the flip side of this, but we'll see. We have it all greased up and everything. This machine is going to a new home. So, I want to make sure it's running right. Spins right up. There we go. Let's see. So we always test everything. Okay, let's see what we got on the flip side. First, let's get rid of the old needle. There we go. we have, turn it around so we can see it, the Yankee Doodle Blues. Also by the Virginians, of course. There you go. Victor Batwing label. I'm not sure of the exact, we got a little scratch there. Not sure of the exact age, but they're early 20s. There we go. Can't see what I'm doing. Okay. And there you go. I picked this record in particular because it does have some wear, and it was actually not playing on the machine with the other spring. So now it's playing. And let me see. I have a Victor Electric here. And it is, I don't know what that is. This one's actually a fairly clean record, but it's got, in German, yeah, I guess that's German, Bavarian Dances, instrumental trio. See, I like to use these instrumental records because they don't trigger a copyright violation on YouTube. And when there's a copyright violation, what happens is, while I may not be monetizing the videos with advertising and whatnot, let me wind it up. The copyright violation allows the copyright holder to place advertising on my videos and collect the revenue. And if I'm not doing it, I certainly don't want anybody else doing it. So I try. I mean, I don't always. I'll play a Paul Whitman occasionally, and that will trigger a copyright violation most of the time. But a lot of these instrumentals don't, especially, you know, oddball ones like this. And I've never heard of the group doing it or what kind of music that is, but I know it's instrumental. It is a Victor Electric. This would be somewhere between 26 and I guess when the company ended in 29. Because there's no RCA on there, is there? No. It says Victor Talking Machine Company only. It does not say RCA Victor. So, just to get an idea of what an electrically amplified record or electrically recorded record sounds like on the 101. I probably should change the needle before I do anything else. Because that's what these machines were designed to play, was records of this era. You know, the early electric recordings. The number 4 reproducer was originally developed in the first place by Victor to play these records. And it was licensed to HMV and I believe that possibly Electrola, I don't know. And here we go. Let's play some oddball, well, dance music. I don't know what it is, but we'll find out. Well, gives you an idea of how they play with electric recordings. Might as well do the flip side over here, see what it is. Yeah, and I'm deliberately playing that record because it's a VE for one thing, but also it's kind of dirty. Not horrible, but it's got some dirt on it, and that will put stress on the motor, which is what I'm trying to do. You know, make sure it's not going to fail again. Even with a new spring, it shouldn't, but you never know. So, always test to see what happens. Did I wind it up all the way? Don't know if I did, but we'll find out. If it stops playing in the middle, well, no, I didn't wind it enough. Well, I guess it did wind it enough. Now, maybe it's just me, but that kind of sounded like a continuation of the other side of the record. And that was... Okay, don't ask me to pronounce that. Dance from whatever. But there you go. And it was a successful test. Let's put that in the record tray for now. That's what that tray is for, by the way. And you can see my desk is getting crowded. What's under the coat? Victor Victrola 50. Just keep the dust off it. And behind it is the Pollard Chrome Deck fake snakeskin cover. I still don't really know what to call that color. I call it brown, but you know what? It's more like a very dark burgundy, I think. Hard to tell sometimes. And this, of course, is blue. But yeah, things are getting crowded over here. And I have really nothing but time to work on these now, since the entire tri-state New York, Connecticut, New Jersey area has shut down thanks to the COVID-19 virus. I guess the Wayne, New Jersey phonograph show is pretty much done. I don't think that's going to happen either. They've closed any gathering of more than, I don't know if it's 10 people or 50 people, so I guess the phonograph show's out, which is unfortunate because I do like to hit that one and pick up supplies and just, you know, see what's up. I did very well there last time, buying an entire table full of parts, machines and motors and whatnot. The gentleman wanted to go home and wanted to sell out. His prices were very reasonable, and I've already used that pile of parts for a number of, you know, projects where parts were needed. you'd be surprised, even a tiny screw sometimes, you know, it can be hard to find when it was last made 100 years ago. So it pays to have pieces lying around. But I'll be working on more. I got, well, the Sorolla needs to come up on the bench. I have plenty more Victor Victrola 50s to work on. I have to do another Victor Victrola 9. A friend of mine wants one, and I just sold one, so I have to do another. I have 5 or 6 of those in stock, waiting for me to get to them. They pile up sometimes. You know, in the summertime when I'm busy with other projects, I find these machines at flea markets and tag sales and places like that, and I just kind of salt them away. Unfortunately, this year, my entire spring has been canceled. There is no flea markets. There will be no trade shows. There will be no nothing because of the damn virus. So I will have plenty of time, I guess, to make videos and play records. And I've mentioned several times I'm testing a lot of records. Well, there you go. There's another box over there. There's probably, between these boxes, there's at least 200 records right here. And another 300 or 400 where they came from I have to go through. From the conventional to the oddball, it's all in there. You know, from the very first Victor records of 1901 to 3 to the last of them in 1929 into the 1940s with the RCAs. I get everything in this lot. A friend of mine is a tag sale and flea market fanatic, and he finds these, and he keeps them for me. And you know, some of them are good. Some of them not so good. They're a little worn out. You find one of those now and then, not much you can do. You know, it's what happens. Any big lot of records is going to have issues like that. But here we go with the test of this particular 101. This machine is done. Well, I will continue to test it. I'll run probably another 20 or more records on this just to make sure nothing shakes loose. But it sounds like it's doing pretty good. All right, and that is it for now. And good luck, everybody, with this virus thing.